Yo, what's going on? What's happening? It's 100 degrees outside. I'm not trying to film out there. It's too hot. So I decided to be in here. Question. Should black people celebrate the 4th of July? And I know what some of you all are going to say that's black. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? As long as I got the day off, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to cook out, put some things on the grill and this and that and so forth. Well, let me tell you something. It does matter. Because the minute that you went to the grocery store and you bought hot dogs, hot dog, ground beef for your hamburgers, hamburger rolls, hot dog rolls, condiments such as mustard, ketchup, relish, you participated in America's economy. So regardless of whether you don't care about the 4th of July or not, you're still helping America live. Carry on to another day. And my question to you is, what has America done for us blacks for us to celebrate her birthday? Real talk. Like, I could go with the 1-2 punch easy, you know what I'm saying? And say, well, back in the days, her birth, July the 4th, 1776, we were still held in bondage. We were still slaves. I ain't gonna even go there. I push that to the side. We're gonna deal with 2024. Are our children getting a proper education? Do they have access to the same education that non-blacks across on the other side, you know what I'm saying, of the town our city that we live in? Do we have access to fresh food? It's a question. There's several questions that I want to ask. I could go on with this. And if the answer is no, then what are we celebrating her for? I'm just trying to understand. Listen, man, I'm simple. I'm simple. Straight up, I'm simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us black folks are simple. Like, you got a family member, right? That family member has fucked you over, did you wrong. You loan some money to the family member. They never pay you back. Always talking behind your back. And then that family member's birthday comes up. I'm telling you, this is how black people look when we celebrate the 4th of July. It's like going to that family member's birthday party and handing them a gift. That same family member that fucked you over, that did you wrong. I'm just trying to understand it. Make me get it. Here we go in another year, man, 2024. I know some of you all can reminisce on 2023 4th of July, and 2022, and 2021, and 2020, and nothing has changed. We got 2 candidates that's running for president that can't physically run. They're not even physically in shape to run. One is an habitual liar and a felon. The other got Alzheimer's. Got Alzheimer's, then he just falling asleep. Just Sleepy Joe. Just like no, seriously, this is my word. He's acting just like an old non-black, an old Caucasian man. Stubborn. Knowing good goddamn well he too old and he's not mentally healthy. to be a candidate. But he's still, man, I don't know what you're saying. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm still gonna run for presidency. I'm just trying to understand this. Make me understand. Make me understand this. Why are we celebrating America's birthday? Well, this is what she's giving us. 2 old-ass Caucasian men. That ain't gonna change shit. I know some of you all went to the cookout, either you're going to someone's cookout or attending someone's cookout, or you got a cookout, you're cooking out at home. And I know some of you all are saying, man, I couldn't make my specialty, my hot dogs on such and such and such, whatever specialty thing y'all got going on. I couldn't make that. You know what I'm saying? We had to deal with the simple things this year because, ain't no money. Ain't no money and food prices are too high. Some of you all are making dumb sacrifices. Well, today, man, I got the day off. I ain't got no money, so I'm gonna have to take the light bill money, the water bill money, and transfer it over so I can, go ahead and get some food for the 4th of July. Because this day, I'm gonna ignore all of the stuff that's going on that I can clearly see that's fucked up and wrong about America, and I'm just gonna relax. But what about tomorrow? And the next day, and the next day? How long can you see no evil and hear no evil? Is the question. That's real talk. I know how black people get down. I've been on both sides of the fence. Motherfuckers are traveling, going one state to the next, to the next, to the next, using up credit cards, money you ain't got. It ain't your money. Credit cards are not your money. It's not. School money. You got your student loan or whatever have you, and you got some money left over. You using that to pay bills or help paying for this 4th of July celebration that you shouldn't literally be celebrating. What are you celebrating for? What? I'm trying to understand. Please make me understand. You celebrating high gas prices? Hyperinflation? I could go on with this. Just the other day, I was looking on the news. The fast food industry said they're going down on prices because of the fact that can't nobody afford to buy fast food anymore. Did you get that shit? That's crazy to me. You shouldn't even be going out anyway to buy this bullshit, this junk food. Because you don't even know what they putting in the meat. And what meat? If you want to say that, you don't even know what they putting in between that bun nowadays that they call meat. Average American is penny pinching. Living from paycheck to paycheck. I'm trying to understand this. Not just the blacks, non-blacks as well. What are we celebrating the 4th of July for? Even the non-blacks have caught on now. See, they had a thing called white privilege that used to cloak and hide the truth and make them feel comfortable and safe. But ever since after the pandemic or during the pandemic, they've been seeing things clearly. Shit that we've been trying to tell them for years. But they called us conspiracy theorists. They told the black people that had conscious channels such as Black Magic 363 and Sign Out of TV and the list goes on. They told us that we were crazy. Some of these people that I'm about to name, I don't particularly care about. You know, like I don't really kind of like them. You know, I like some of them, but then most of them I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I got to tell the truth. Like these people were telling that they were whistleblowers years ago. And up until then, you know, your people such as Young Pharaoh, your Dr. Umar, Dr. Inky, you know, Baba Africa, Dr. Sebi, the list goes on. Of black people that were in the conscious community trying to tell people what America is doing. And the non-blacks call us crazy. And now you got non-blacks that are so-called woke. And the same shit that we were talking about years ago, such as myself, whether it was hydrofracking, AI, the list goes on. Chemtrails, genetically modified foods, automation taking over, robots taking over. Now you got non-blacks regurgitating the shit that we said 10, 20 years ago on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Now all of a sudden the non-blacks want to say, well, what we gonna do? We ain't gonna do shit. Because we tried to tell you all and you didn't listen. So my question to you blacks, should we be celebrating the 4th of July? Let the non-blacks have it. Straight up. Because see, every time I see someone with a flag on their shirt or a flag that they waving out, you know what I'm saying? They got a flag on their house or wherever it is at. That tells me a lot. That tells me that this land that the indigenous people call Turtle Island has been invaded, colonized, conquered. That is a foreign flag that they are waving. We are being controlled by a foreign entity, a foreign government. So I'm just trying to understand this. Well, there's another question I want to pose. Why are we celebrating the 4th of July? If you say we should. I know some of y'all got this shit now where, you know, I'm just as American as anyone else. You know, my family was here and blah, 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 blah. And then y'all go into like, you know, America was the old Egypt and man, come on, man. First and foremost, let me tell you something about me. When you start talking about the past, you miss me with that. You miss me with that. You want to know why? Because neither you nor I was there to prove what you're saying to be factual and true. And if you say, oh, well, there was evidence in the mountains and I forgot what they were saying, like in the mountains somewhere, some shit. Oh, there's pyramids and this and that and so forth. Well, how do you know? You been there? Mess me with that. Mess me with that. Oh, you know, I'm American just as anyone else. I ain't going nowhere. Blah, 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 blah. If you knew the truth, you wouldn't call yourself American. That's the point that I'm making. You would know who and what you really are. I'm just trying to understand, man. Make me understand. Should we be celebrating the 4th of July? I know it's a day off. I know you get time to spend with your children and do things that you normally don't do or have the time to do. But don't you get it? Like, you should have the time to spend with your children. Do the time to do things that you really want to do. You should have the time to sit down with your family. Not just one day. You might as well call, seriously, you might as well call black parents, straight up, holiday parents. You might as well call black families holiday families. Because that's the only time you see us is when we get together on holidays, special occasions. That's the only time you see that, when we're laughing. Yo, let me tell you something. You go to the grocery store on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or no, not Christmas Day, because they all closed. Like I'm saying Christmas Eve, or like 4th of July weekend, or, you know, anytime where there's a holiday, Thanksgiving weekend or whatever, people walking around, hey, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, happy as shit. Shouldn't that tell you something? Shouldn't that tell you that you're missing out on something? You're missing out on things that matter the most, which is love, care, being happy. But the minute that holiday season ends, it's get back to work, nigga. And you celebrate that shit every 4th of July. I'm thankful that I'm a slave running in the gerbil wheel. Faster, 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 faster. That's what they got us doing now. Faster, 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 faster. Get 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. Can't pay your bills nowadays. Here in Charlotte, rent, they just decreased the rent because there's a surplus apartments now. So say they done fucked around and built too many fucking apartments. And most of them are vacant. So now they lowered the rent. It was $2,000 a month. Now it's $1,500 a month. Who can afford that still? And then they want you to prove that you make 3 times the amount of rent per month. I'm trying to understand this. What the fuck are we really celebrating? You know, come on Monday morning, you gonna get to work. And you're gonna be fucked up in the head, miserable. Until the next holiday comes around, which is Labor Day. Labor Day weekend, if I'm not mistaken, in September. You got a whole month. August ain't nothing popping off. And then after Labor Day, Halloween ain't really, it's an unofficial, official holiday. You ain't got the day off. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Thanksgiving is the next one. And then after that is Christmas. And then after that is New Year's Eve. And I'm just trying to understand that. Yo, listen. How are you all celebrating the 4th of July? This is straight up. This is two holidays that I just really don't understand. I let y'all get away with all the rest of them. But the 4th of July and New Year's, how are you celebrating another year? You're going from 2024 into 2025, celebrating a new year with the same old shit. Make me understand that. Make me understand. Because I don't. I don't. Excuse me, this country is imploding. Straight up. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. It's time to abandon ship. Unless you want to go down along with it, like, you know, the Titanic. Real talk. I just want to understand, please. Please just make me understand. Why are we celebrating the 4th of July as black people?